amid a growing row over the vaccination situation and our request being made for technology transfer. Arvind, first over to you, because of course major opposition parties, interestingly not the AAP, not PSP, have written to the Prime Minister questioning the current vaccination and other policies.
Yeah, Sonia, almost 12 major opposition parties, including Congress and also Shiv Sena and also NCP, Samajwadi Party and also DMK, almost 12 opposition parties have written to the Prime Minister regarding the COVID crisis in the country. They have urged the centre to intervene and to make this the procurement of vaccine centrally and then make it as a free mass vaccination campaign. So that's the very important point, the request that has been put forward by all these 12 opposition parties. If you could take all these 12 opposition parties, at least in 8 states, these 12 opposition parties are in government. So what we are seeing is that in order to tide over the crisis of vaccine shortage domestically, states have now started looking globally. Almost 8 states, as on this date, almost 8 states have decided to move globally to procure vaccination. The vaccines that includes Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Odisha, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Telangana. And what we are seeing is that Uttar Pradesh has already gone ahead by issuing a global tender for the procurement of 40 million vaccines, COVID vaccines, in a span of 6 months. In fact, in the global document, in the global tender document, they have said that they need almost 6 to 8 million vaccines per month for a period of 6 months starting next month itself. So that's their demand. But what we are being told by officials is that though the state governments are looking for a global tender, but there seems to be a problem because only those vaccines cleared by the Drugs Controller General of India can be imported. In that case, only one foreign vaccine has been cleared by DCGI, that is Sputnik. Apart from that vaccine, no other vaccine have been cleared by the DGCI. So there still seems to be a problem, and that's why all these opposition parties have written to the Prime Minister.
No, and in fact, globally also we know that there's not vaccines available in that sense. So Uma, we're seeing after Delhi, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister has also written to the Prime Minister saying that Bharat Biotech must transfer technology. Even these opposition leaders have asked for compulsory license. So we know Hyderabad, in fact, is a vaccine manufacturing hub for the world. Why? What is the resistance that we're seeing to perhaps letting this vaccine be made by many more manufacturing companies who have the expertise?
Truly so that Hyderabad is the vaccine capital. 2 billion doses are manufactured, which is 1/3 of the total vaccine globally consumed so far. Yes, Bharat Biotech is the only one which is manufacturing this particular COVID vaccine, though others are in the trial stage. Andhra Pradesh now demanding, along with Delhi, and of course even in that letter that all the opposition parties have written, they've spoken about compulsory licensing for all these vaccines. And he has said that if the technology transfer happens, there is capability and whoever is interested can take it up and ramp up. Right now, all of us know for sure that the vaccines are in shortage. Just if you take the example of Telangana, even to just vaccinate the second dose, they are not able to do that because of the numbers. 43 lakh people need to be vaccinated in Telangana just in the second dose, and that is not being possible. And if we were to talk about the 18 to 44 category, they have said that they require 3 crore doses. And remember, as of now, the vaccine output, COVID vaccine output in India is only about 7 crore per month, and therefore the ramp up is required. As of now, Bharat Biotech has not reacted directly to the technology transfer issue that all these, whether the Andhra Pradesh or others have put forth. But there is also some local politics that is playing out, Sonia, which I must point out, that Jagan Mohan Reddy has alleged that the owners of Bharat Biotech are in some way related to Chandrababu Naidu, his opposition party leaders. He's pointed out that Mr. Ramoji Rao, who is a media baron, is related to them by marriage, and that is possibly also the reason why Andhra Pradesh, he says, is getting less vaccine. Of course, Delhi has also complained, and that's why Suchitra Ella has in fact put out that, saying that
no, but I think in fact that really levels on the ridiculous. So takes away from what seems to be a valid argument that why not technology transfer, by getting into the politics of it really makes no sense at all at this stage. But thank you so much, Arvind and Uma.